It was a thrilling end to the 2024 Caribbean Premier League season as the St. Lucia Kings claimed the inaugural CPL title with a 6-wicket victory over the Guyana Amazon Warriors. Speaking at a reception on the team's return on Monday evening, team coach Darren Sammy said that having the right combination of people on the team, which included 3 St. Lucian players, did the trick for the Kings this time around.
Akim Ogis, I think the emerging player of the tournament in my books, Sajrak Descat, and I think McKenny, the guy who gave the decisive message, last night. Yeah, people would not know, but McKenny gave the decisive message last night. And look, these three youngsters here from St. Lucia, and with so many more that is well looked after by the High Performance Center head coach, John Eugene. I know the minister spoke about you guys, but however, John Eugene has been such a pillar of strength for us in our development of our young players throughout the years. And John, it's so good to have you on board. It took you coming on to work with the Kings for us to win a title. So I don't know what I was doing all those years.
Sammy especially highlighted the contribution of St. Lucia and Johnson Charles throughout the CPL season.
I told these guys he's an example that if you really put in the work, you will get the results. And Johnson Charles, from before the World Cup, has been putting in the work to, reinvent himself. And what you see now is a product of hard work.
Chairman of the St. Lucia Tourism Authority, Thaddeus Antoine, presented a plaque of appreciation to the team, pledging the SLTA's continued support for the Kings.
We at the St. Lucia Tourism Authority are very elated by the win, by the champions, the CPL champions of 2024. As you may know, that the franchise in St. Lucia is in great part here in St. Lucia because the St. Lucia Tourism Authority and what we invest in your team. So we're certainly elated that our investment goes a long way to ensure that we have a franchise in St. Lucia. And it's very important to learn that Juju did it, and she's a queen. And as I was reminded while I was in Trinidad, rather in Guyana over the weekend, queens make kings. So indeed, we have kings today because of the queen. And no doubt that Julian Alfred's being the Olympic champion surely inspired all of us, and indeed the team, to do well.
Sports Minister Kenson Casimir was in Guyana to witness the Kings clinch their first title. Although he did not provide any details, the minister hinted at an upcoming grand celebration to honor the team's remarkable achievement.
Every time I look at Facebook, there's a question about a motorcade, and there's a question about a holiday, and there are so many questions that I say to people, I am part of a cabinet of ministers, and decisions are made collectively by the cabinet. Despite the conversation with the Prime Minister today to really express his regret of not being here, we've not had much discussion as a cabinet or anything definitive for me to pronounce tonight on as it regards to this. I will say, however, that the desire was there to have a motorcade tonight on my part and many parts. But one of the standout performers and somebody that I personally believe has not been given the recognition he deserves was unable to be here tonight, and that's Mr. Johnson Charles. And the fact that Johnson Charles had to actually move on to, I think, travel to Panama and then on to Jamaica to do some procedures, and the fact that he was not going to be available here tonight, it left no doubt in our minds that we could not have this motorcade without Johnson Charles. We have information that he is coming in on the 11th, and I will say no more at this juncture. So, as it pertains to a holiday, no, people go to work.
Recognizing the potential of the young players on the team, the sports minister also took the opportunity to reiterate a call to corporate St. Lucia to invest in sporting initiatives as a way to support the youth of the country. For the DBS News World, I am Zane Romulus.